Okay, good day, everyone. It's nice to have everyone on ground today. I'll just take some couple of minutes up as we begin to expect our participants. Today is going to be very interesting because the topic we are looking at is something of worthy note. And I want to welcome everyone on board today, being Sunday. You're all welcome. Please, as you're logging on to this live stream, I want you to always give us thumbs up and let's have fun. Before I wade in into the discussion of today, I'm going to be having some speakers that will be joining up with us. But I want us to have a recap of what we have been able to do so far on what's it called at our training center. Our foundation training center has been what's it called? We are having work in progress there. So I'll just share with us what we are currently having there. Let me speak some kind of is it phonetics now? Okay. During the course of the week, we actually went to the training center to prep the place, and it was interesting. In case you did not see that, let's start with that. We started with the preparation of the mindset of this youth with respect to the do's and don'ts guiding the Cetrus Foundation Hub. So this is us cleaning up the place with some beautiful African youths enjoying themselves by cleaning. I got on me right now. I mean, let's try to point at it. Pull up. We gonna do that. Pull up. Say pull up. Run it back. Pull up. I said pull up.
Hi, I'm marvelous. I'm happy to be part of Cetrus Foundation, and I'll be partaking in the fashion designing and acting of this organization. Thank you. One love.
Hi, I'm Juliet. I'm one of the members of Central Foundation and I'm happy to be here. This place is really nice. Has a lot of fun, activities to do, and also I'm a fashionista. I'm also partaking in catering and modeling as well. Thank you.
Okay, time up. She's going to sweep now. Carry.
You just screamed and
Let me try to
The cash when she walk, she look like a bad when she walk. She get to the cash when she walk. She look like a bad when she walk. Girl, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Girl, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it.
Hi, my name is Joe K. And I'm a member of Petco Foundation. As you can see, I'm doing some cleanup. And I'm here for photography. And I wish you were here. As you can see, make the place clean for our clients.
Michael, come back and tell us. My name is Michael. I'm a photographer.
My name is Michael.
But today I'm watching the very
It's part of our training.
Yes, sir. As it was? Yes.
So we need your this iPhone. Now somebody. Our toilet must always look perfectly white like this.
If you want to know a very hygienic home, go and check their toilet. So the guys are doing their work. Let me go and see what the ladies are doing. Madam, well,
I'm looking for
this toilet needs serious. Mm, we can sweep the part that is exposed, but here all we need is the toilet because we are accommodating all this load. There should be water now. Water should be running here. Oh, okay. I got it.
Living like this.
Mr. Setro is cleaning the toilet, preparing for our African youth. I don't want anybody's child coming to catch disease of a kid or any of our customers because we are expecting people to patronize Setro's foundation.
It's finally coming real. Second foundation. It is coming to pass. We are looking forward to Sector's foundation. We'll see you guys there.
It's already happening there.
Right
Come September 1st, the launching will
We
start
are
now.
launching it for good.
Okay, so it's nice that we everyone around seeing us today. This is our foundation
We are
talk.
foundation.
You can see these are some of my youths that will come around today. We feel it all the place, all the departments. The photography and the
But we have many sections. We have the fashion designing, the catering, and the studio. So any of your choice, we have it here. So we welcome you guys to Central's Foundation.
They say it, they preach it.
We
Mind your
welcome
thoughts.
you guys.
Fun. See, let's see. Your name, your name, your name.
Okay, we are all welcome to today's live stream. What I just played there is just to let us to carry every one of us along to see where we have gotten to the stage at which we are at the Cetros Foundation of a specific hub dedicated to empowering our African youth in numerous skills and crafts. And it was fun because during this just concluded week, we brought in some of our youths from Lagos, those that are based in Lagos. We brought them in. We brought in some of our youths that are based in Lagos for the cleanup, and it was interesting as the youth saw the place that is not about storytelling now, is now coming to fruition. So it was interesting as we had enough time cleaning up the place, and it was fantastic. But today we are looking at a very interesting topic, which we are still expecting our guest speaker, and we are talking about allowing our youth, allowing ourselves also to be what we actually want to be. So talking about be what you want to be, that Cetros Foundation Hub is designed to help our African youth to actually become who they really want to be in life, because there is nothing interesting about trying to hobnob or trying to be like others. A lot of our youth are more interested in a particular lifestyle of theirs which in the long run happens to be what they are wired for. So many of them are, anybody that is born into this world is already coming with his gifts or our gifts, with his own specific gift and talent. And it is only proper when you allow these youth, especially youth, to find expression in what they would love to become. And that is why anytime we travel to some of these villages, some of these locations where we are discovering these youth that really need support, that really needs empowerment in terms of training, in numerous skills and crafts, we the first thing we ask them is, what do you like to do? What do you like to do? Because the only way Africa can go forward, the only way the whole world can move forward, is by allowing these youth to find expression in what they actually like. And just like the video I just played for us to see, you will discover that some of those youths there, they're just like, wow, I want to do this. Some of them are already seeing the sections and the likes of them. They're like, okay, I'm interested in photography, I'm interested in fashion, I'm interested in catering. Some are interested in hairstyling and the likes of them. Like my little daughter, from age 1, she has already shown that she's interested in becoming an artist in the sense that any paper that she sees on the floor, on the desk, anywhere, in short, even if you keep your certificate, she will cut it with scissors as little as she is. So immediately looking at that, I know that, oh, this particular child is tending towards becoming an artist and the likes. And when the time came for her to start showing interest in specific area, I know that is art that she's going for. So the same thing applies if we want to grow the economy of the African states. The best thing we can do is to tailor the education system of every of our youth along the path that they have chosen. And I think in Nigeria, that is, we growing up when we're in primary 6 or so, which is otherwise called basic 6 now. When growing up, there is a place they call center, technical center. Every Friday or Wednesday, they allow us to go to such places where you can learn carpentry, you can learn crochet, you can learn different kind of handwork. But now I doubt if such is still in place. And little wonder, the number of undergraduates that are not getting jobs in Nigeria and in other African countries are just increasing. Why? Basically because we are not following these youths up properly. We are not allowing them to be what they actually want to be. But the good thing is that at Cetros Foundation, we are working towards the attainment of that goal, to make sure that any youth that calls for help for us to wade in, we ask them the first question: what do you want to be? Or who do you see yourself as becoming in the future? So everything from questions to questions, that's how we'll be able to say, okay, fine, this is what training we can get for you in that aspect. And today, I'm expecting our guest speaker. I'm expecting Dr. Ojo. I'm expecting what's it called? Jim Barak. I'm expecting a whole lot of persons. I want to believe that there is no technical glitch at your side. So while we continue to wait for you, I just want to conclude the video that I was playing at the start of this live stream. Let's just enjoy this. Let's just complete this video while I catch my breath and quickly get back to work. Okay, so okay, where did we stop?
So we are in which department?
I'm marvelous. Okay,
And
Dr.
before
Full of
you
History.
you are in department. I
I'm
know
a
that's
girl.
talking.
I'm a girl of many talents. Catering, sewing, modeling, fashion, makeup, many things, and also this.
But which is your startup one? You're
My
starting with cake.
startup point,
You're starting with cake
cake.
department.
Yeah, cake. I want to
No,
bake.
no. Say I'm starting with the catering department.
Okay, welcome to me. I'm Marvelous. Well, you can call me AKA Fashion Lady. I'll be partaking in the fashion designing in this foundation. And watch out, guys, it's going to be amazing.
Let me quickly wade in here. Like these two youths that you are seeing here, they are actually going to, the way we structure the foundation is that they are paying students. They are going coming in to learn. They are paying to learn. They are paying to learn numerous crafts, and their own case is different. Whereas there are some other youths that are coming in to as beneficiaries that the foundation is going to support in such training. My wife is talking from the background, but if she wants to talk, let her come on board. That's how it's going to be played. I don't want her to be causing distraction. I'm looking the other way around. I've been begging her to come up, and she's doing shakara. She's doing shakara that this thing. She doesn't want to come up, and she wants me to be listening sideways. That's distracting to me. So with that being said, the way we are functioning, I know I'm explaining this so that some of you that have been reaching out to us, maybe because this live stream is also involving Central Craft channel, so they might not be abreast with the information. That's why I'm like going over this information for those that have been asking us all this while that they want to do physical training. They want to come in for physical training in fashion or what have you. Those of you that fall into that category, that you are not our poor African youth, you are going to pay for such training. But those of our other youths that they are not financially empowered, that they are just trying to come up to see how they can be helped, those ones that are going to get it free. Those are the people that need the support of. Okay, I think I'm having support. Dr. Ojo is around the corner here, so I'm going to be bringing Dr. Ojo in very soon. So that's how the foundation is going to run, because what our intention is that we don't want a foundation that is 100% dependent on people, always crying to people for support. No, we want the foundation to also have a means of generating income. So Dr. Ojo, you are welcome on board.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, it's so nice to see your face once again.
Thank
I
you.
wouldn't know if
Sorry.
you've seen this video that I'm playing now.
Yeah, the one I uploaded to the
Channel.
GoFundMe page.
Okay, you've uploaded it.
Is it the one where they were showing the cleaning on the three
Yes,
videos you
yes,
sent to me?
yes.
Yeah, the three of them are on the GoFundMe page.
Whoa, Dr. Ojo. Oh, thank you so very much for that. That's so lovely. So I'm just telling our followers because today's stream, I'm combining this our followers on Central Craft channel. They are also following us on today's stream. So that's why I'm taking time to explain to them what is up there, because some on that other channel, they've been reaching out to us that they want to learn fashion. Some of them want to learn some other craft, but those ones are paying. They are going to come to the foundation to learn and pay, because they are not poor. They want to learn so that they can use it to make more money. But for our African youth that are poor, do not have a parent to sponsor them and the likes, those are the ones that are going to be having it free of charge. We are going to be using that to empower them and also monitor their growth. So I'm expecting more people to join us today. Then in the process of that, I don't know if you have anything to say, Dr. Ojo, about what I just said, or further contribution.
Yeah. well, I got injured yesterday playing soccer, so
Whoa,
you all should send some prayer to me.
whoa,
See my leg.
whoa, whoa. My goodness. My goodness. So
So,
sorry
but
about that.
it's fine.
Wow.
Um, the it's a good idea to be able to have the foundation sponsor itself in the long run instead of depending
Yeah.
on everybody or donors. So that's a good idea. And those that want to learn are already blessed, are rich, and that are rich, that want to learn through the foundation. It's also a good idea that you charge them so they can pay for it. So it's not going to be free for them because they already have the money. So I think
Yes.
that's a good idea.
Okay. So
But it's better to, I don't know how we are going to standardize everything so that if there's going to be I don't know if what they are going to be charged and all that all those logistics and stuff has been put in place, and because that will also help the foundation grow, and it will also serve as another means of sponsoring more people that are
exactly.
less privileged.
Yes.
So I mean, it's a good idea.
Okay. And we are also welcoming we are welcoming more people to help publicize our little efforts in these areas. Then I observed something that we need to talk about. Majority of people that are watching our videos should always endeavor to give us thumbs up. Is an image where you see thumbs up this way. Anytime you see our video, we advise and we want to beg you that you always give us like or what we call thumbs up, because what this does is that it allows YouTube to share our videos to larger audience. And with that, because all these contributes to our being able to support more youths, more African youths in sponsoring them. Then you share our videos amidst your friends, your colleagues, and the likes of them. As it is now, let's go into the topic of the day. Later on, we'll come back to much talk about the foundation. Dr. Ojo, don't mind me that I'm going to be asking you a very straight question, because if you look at the topic that we are considering today happens to be something that so many parents are not taking cognizance of, which is allowing their children, allowing their youth to be what they actually want to be. And that is why the foundation is designed in such a way that we just want to make sure that our African youth become, they are allowed to be exactly what they want to be. Can you say that you made that choice yourself, or it was your one of your parents that were like, oh, you must do this, you must do this?
Uh, you mean what I am right now? What I'm doing right
Yes,
now?
yes, please.
So, well, that's a good question. Uh, it's we're in different age now, and I think it's very important for parents to allow the children to do what they want, what interests them. In fact, I think it's very best for parents to be very observant of their kids from the very little age. And then that's when we can actually discover their talent. Because as they grow up, they probably will forget some things. But when they are young, when they are kids, what they will be or what God wants them to be, they know it. And they express it in different ways. Some will say it, some will act it, some you will see that's what they just love doing. And with our experience as adults, we can help look at, okay, if this guy or this girl love doing this all the time, it's fun and it's easy, could it be that's where God wants to lead him or her? And then if we pray, for those that believe in prayer, or we follow our instincts, looking at what they do or what they say, we can better guide them to their purpose and their destiny. So for me, my parents, they never forced me to do anything. My mom lives with me. She's right here in the other room. She's
Okay.
close to 100. My dad
Whoa.
already died in 2008 when he was 115 years old. So
Whoa.
being the last born, I was born at their old age. I think my mom was in her 50s or something like that when she gave birth to me. So
Whoa.
she was a trader and farmer, and my dad is a full-time farmer. You see what I'm saying?
Whoa.
They sell their farm produce and stuff like that. So there's no way they could tell me what to do that I'm doing right now because they don't have that exposure. They don't have that
Okay.
knowledge. They knew that I'm going to be great. They knew I'm going to go far, but I do not think they can comprehend what that would be. You see what I'm saying? Because sometimes we cannot see some things, and
Yeah.
we can just use one word and say, okay, I know you're going to be a great child, but the definition of that being great, we might not be able to know it as a parent because depending
Okay.
on our exposure, what we know, what we have seen, except God give you the foresight and open our eyes to actually see physically, which is
Mm.
always very hard sometimes. So they did not force me or tell me what to do. Most things where I am or what I've done are based on my instincts, God's leading, um, personal inspiration, and motivation that led to that. And I, with time, I realized I discovered myself with time, right? Because originally, based on your background, right? My brother was an engineer, my other one was a technician, and the other one, we are four boys, right, from my mom's side. The other one was also a technician, so I wanted to go in that line, right, of that engineering and stuff like that. And since I have that big heart and big mind and hardworking and intelligent, that I can always achieve what I want. So I was going in that direction. So I remember when I was in high school, there was a time I was not really so serious with school, and I was missing classes, playing video game around and stuff like that. And I got to school one day, and it was the time for an exam, a terminal exam, because we had so many in science class.
Whoa.
So they wanted to, screen us and just remove some people because we were just too many. So I went to school on that day, and it was the day for the test. So I failed the test because I never knew the test was coming. I didn't even study, and there's no magic, right? No matter how brilliant. So, and I was put in a commercial class, which is like a social sciences class in my senior high school, what we call senior secondary school in Nigeria. So I was so pissed with myself because I saw that as a failure
Whoa.
because I never wanted to be in that category because I thought I'm so brilliant. So if you are not in the science class, you probably are not going to be, you're just like there. So
My goodness.
I had to waste 1 year. I wasted 1 year, stay in the
Hmm.
class and did everything, didn't take it serious. And then wait till the next year to go back to science class. Now, I was able to put myself in order. I finished in science class, went through engineering, did electrical, electronic, and technology and stuff like that. But as I was going down the line, I realized that even though I can do whatever I want to do, I can do whatever I want to do, but I realized I have strength in certain area, which is in management, in the administration, in business, in mentoring, coaching, and all those. So it's so easy for me. I do it even while I was in engineering class. So why stress yourself when there are something that are just easier for you? Like
Hmm.
you can close your eyes and do it. Why
Hmm.
stay overnight studying extra 5, 10 hours just to pass those calculus, programming, and all of those when you don't even need to do much reading and you can just pass in some area. You see what I'm saying? So we have strength in certain area, whereas we can excel in other area. We just need to work hard to it. So while I was doing my master's, with the help of my professor in Michigan State in the US, he was able to. My professor actually called me and like, I think you are going to do great if you go to business school. I was in my engineering doing my master's at that time, but the program is structured. It's how do we call it? It's you have the privilege to take classes in other departments, in other
Okay.
faculties, so that if you want to do your research in some area that is different from your core program, you can actually go there either to computer science, to business school, because I did industrial management and technology, right, for my master. So it was like, I think you'll be good if you look into business school or if you look into supply chain management and stuff like that. So I was like, because that God was already talking to me about that. I was already thinking about, I think I need to get an MBA. So now, so I realized that at the tail end of my degree, getting my terminal degree, I went to DB to get my doctor in business administration. And people will be like, okay, you are an engineer, you did engineering, you even practice, I even work as an IT network engineer and stuff like that. And then you suddenly went to go and get your doctorate in business administration. Like, what? You see what I'm saying? So, so I came back to that place where I think I supposed to have been from the beginning. But it's not a
Whoa.
wasted effort because it's a learning process and I can apply those knowledge. But imagine if I actually started from the very, very beginning in that. You see what I'm saying? So
Wow.
what I'm saying here, I know I'm taking time, is that it is best for parents to allow their children to be what they want to be. We should only provide them support and
Good.
guidance.
You won't believe this. Even as we travel from place to place to assist our African youths that are from poor background, I came across this particular boy. All his mindset, I think the boy is even an orphan. So he's staying with his brother. All his mindset was to do something. Let me quickly acknowledge Elijah Alice. Elijah Alice, I'm going to add you to the stream very soon. You are welcome on board. So, like, this young boy just told me that he needed, okay, the person that brought him, the uncle that brought him to me, told me that the boy is interested in so and so. I think he mentioned a particular craft that's what the boy wants to learn. But when I spoke with the boy, I just asked him the question, what do you like doing? He mentioned it. And I said, what do you want to learn from the foundation? He mentioned what his uncle suggested. And I asked the boy, I said, what is that thing that you really love doing that you want to do now? That was when the boy opened up that actually it was the uncle that was telling him that there is no money in that particular craft
You see?
that he wants to learn, that he should pick another option. When I heard that, I was so discouraged. I just told the boy that no, you don't follow your uncle. It's not your uncle that the foundation wants to support. It is you. And if you don't like, if you are being trained in an area that is not your area of interest, you are not going to go far in it. After spending time with the boy just told me that that is exactly what is in his mind, that this is what he wants to learn. Do you know, can you guess what he said he wants to learn? He wants to
What?
learn tiling.
Tiling.
Yeah, floor tiles and all these
And that's
marble
good.
tiles and the likes. So I sat the boy down and I told him that it is that tiling that we are going to register you for, because that tiling that you love is the area that you will find your fulfillment in. And I showed him example of people that have made it big in some professions that others might think there is no money in it. And is painful when you see people associating just financial gain to what they want to study or what they want their children to be in life. I've seen so many doctors that are broke, and I've seen so many engineers that are very, very broke. Whereas I've seen some teachers that are richer than what you can ever imagine. So is a very, very painful situation when you have parents, when you have guardian tuning their children into what they feel they ought to have as a course of study. Okay. Oh, now we have Madam Claudia in the house.
Good day, Mr. Sergio. How is it? How is everybody doing today?
We are all doing great, ma'am.
That's great to hear. Nice to see everyone on board today. But
Yes.
one thing I must say, we all have to pray because there was a 7.2 earthquake on the island of Haiti, hit Haiti yesterday, devastation.
Whoa.
And in
Whoa.
the Caribbean, we have a saying, Kokobe on top of yard, there's a storm in our area, and it's predicting to go right over Haiti.
Whoa.
So, we have to, all of us have to pray for the nation of Haiti.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, okay,
Wow. That.
Haiti, yes, it's very serious, And,
Wow.
Haiti was the first African nation to get its independence from France in 1804,
Wow.
And
Wow.
since then, the European nation, including France, have pressured Haiti to pay reparation amounting of $21 billion for 200 years. That is why Haiti is in so much poverty. Because they've been paying this money for over 200 years to the colonial slave masters, France.
But
And
the question,
go ahead.
the question is that sometimes I get angry when I see these so-called African countries. It's as if they act like dummy when their former colonial masters are extracting life out of them. Why should any responsible country with government and the likes in place still be foolishly following some wrong documentations and following some wrong laws? They can actually, if they actually want to stop that, they can actually stop that. I just believe that some African countries are not serious.
That's true. Can you imagine in 21st centuries, African nations, African countries are paying colonial taxes to France?
It doesn't make sense.
Ridiculous. That doesn't make sense. That's why part of Africa, especially Haiti in the Caribbean, is so much poverty because they have to pay all this. Imagine, okay, you getting $1, right? And you got to give somebody 80 cents from the dollar, and you remaining with 20 cents for 200 years.
Imagine that.
Oh, man. Sometimes I want to cry, but, it's just sad. It's just sad,
It's really heartbreaking because sometimes I just look like, why is it that we always have we have jokers on ruling the continent of Africa? I'm not, like this night, I don't even want to blame any foreign powers. I don't want to blame any colonial masters because I discovered that Africans themselves are not serious. Africans themselves are not serious. Africans are too greedy. They are too greedy. So far, they are able to feed their families, get some new clothes, get some foreign shoes. They are just satisfied, even if they have to sell the whole country into slavery. So where are the good people that will stand up and say, no, this is not the way to go? I remember the last documentary that I shoot when I went to Badagry. You can see a whole lot of what the Africans were going through. how they sold a whole lot of persons. But it's a painful one. We'll come back to that. Madam Claudia,
Yes.
I want to ask you this personal question, and I want you to can you adjust your camera so that we can see your face very well?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm using
Okay.
one of those rings to hold the phone because I'm not on my computer, I'm on my iPhone. So I have to.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, let me make
So
an adjustment. Okay, here
okay,
am I
we can
now.
see
Oh,
we
that
can
was
see you now.
okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. The question I want to ask you now is this.
Mm-hmm.
You know that the topic we are looking at this evening
Mm-hmm.
is talking about be what you want to be.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell us, you are a fashion designer? Was it
Yes.
who influenced you into being a fashion designer? Was it what you actually want to be growing up as a child?
Well, my grandma was a seamstress. She had one of the older machine that you pedal by foot. I watched her make clothes. So that kind of inspired me. And
Okay.
actually, is when I traveled to the island of Jamaica in 1991. I also got inspired by the amount of cultural wares and cultural things they were doing in Jamaica. And when I got back to the Virgin Islands, I said, you know something? I'm going to go into fashion, you know.
Whoa.
Then
Whoa.
I took online fashion class with different ICS International, and then I went to San Francisco at the Academy of Art University and studied fashion designing for 2 years. And I
Wow.
just keep, and I also work with costume designers locally on the island, costume designers who are very good. I worked with some seamstress, also two fashion designers, and I got hands-on training. And plus, I did it on my own. I trained myself. To me, I'm practically self-taught. I have a library.
Whoa.
I have a library with
Whoa.
fashion books.
Whoa.
I'm going to pass them on. When I retire, I'm going to give them to my granddaughter because she wants to be a fashion designer. Could you imagine, Mr. Sancho? I have 9 children, 6 daughters, right?
Whoa.
7 grands. And I only get one to be a fashion designer. One. She's going to go with my library. Only one. Oh man, she already doing it. She already starts sewing. She's 11, and I mean, she's putting clothes together. She's in
Wow.
Maryland in the United States, and she's already doing it. So,
Wow.
hey,
Wow.
so,
That's great. That's
but
great.
fashion designing is part of my life. I love it.
Okay.
I call it
With
God's creation.
Okay. With that being said, that means that
Yes.
both you and Dr. Ojo, you
Okay.
you you dreamt of becoming what you actually are doing now. You
Exactly.
It's not that your parents forced you into this,
No,
but let me
no.
tell you, some parents are either by way of ignorance,
Mm-hmm.
they are forcing their children into what they feel that should be the best way for them.
Mm-hmm.
And if I
Yes.
must make you laugh, there was a day my own mom came to my house and
Mm-hmm.
she saw my first daughter and was saying, oh, that she wants my first daughter to become a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what? A doctor? What? No, 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 no. My daughter is not a doctor because right from the age of 1, I've always seen my daughter cutting pieces of paper,
Mm-hmm.
uh, using glue to join them, and she
Mm-hmm.
has just been doing things around paperwork and the like. So, with that in place, I already know that my daughter was built for artistry kind of designs. And I
Yeah.
tell you, from age 5, 6, 7,
Mm-hmm.
she has started decorating flowers and the likes, creating artificial flowers for the house. 9, 10. Now, if my daughter designs some flowers for you, you'll be
Wow.
shocked. So those are the those are the painful thing that comes with not allowing this our youth, because what I see now is that our youth are not allowed to be what they want to be. A lot of our youth
Mhm.
are being forced by the parent now to go and study some courses that they feel that those courses will help them to get out of poverty on time. You can imagine some families forcing their children to go and learn petroleum engineering. Why? Simply
Mhm.
because they feel that is where money is now.
Uh-huh. Got it.
And I continue to tell them that is not it. Oh, Rose Paul, you are welcome. It's nice to have you, Rose Paul. Uh,
Mhm.
Stacy, Poet, you are also welcome. So I'm happy having you guys on board. So quickly, let me. We have. Okay, I think she has just dropped now. There is a lady that is with us. I would like her to join back so that I can ask her also her personal experience. Then my own personal experience growing up, I thank God that none of my parents actually forced me into what I'm doing,
Mhm.
because right from my childhood, I know that I'm a commercial student, despite the
Oh.
fact that when I was in when I was getting to, I think JS3 is what we call it here. When I was getting to JS3 here, we're supposed to choose. By the time we're moving to the senior class, we're supposed to choose either commercial, science, or art. And everybody always assumes that it's only science students that are brilliant.
Mhm.
And my result was good enough for me to be in science class. Then it became a tug of war. The teachers were up against me that I should go to science class based on the class of results I had then. I told them no, I'm a commercial student, that
Mhm.
I know where I'm going to. They as in they even arranged me to for counseling and the likes. I turned everything down. I said no, I'm for commercial class. And I thank God I did that, because it would have been a whole pack of disaster. But I discovered something, that after even going into commercial class, being a graduate of economics and the likes, that was the day I sat down and I asked myself, all these econometrics, all these permutations and combinations that we did at school, which of them am I using now? What I'm
Tell me.
what I'm using now is that I
Yeah.
totally resigned from banking into fashion and photography.
Mhm.
So,
Mhm.
but look at me here today. That was the day I was asking myself that if I had known that it is fashion and photography that would be my main passion, I would have just gone to school to go and study that.
Mhm.
And that is where the question, the topic of tonight is coming from. A lot of our youth in Africa, we are just sending them to schools, but they are not educated. We are sending them to school for
Mhm.
literacy, but they are not educated, because the best form of education is that which leads to a positive change of mindset. Dr. Ojo,
That's
welcome back.
correct.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Oh,
Okay,
I lost you guys
I
for a bit,
okay.
but I was also hearing from the background with my earpiece.
okay.
Yeah, it's a great discussion. As parents, we definitely have one thing in mind, which is not a bad idea of how great we want our kids to be, what we think is the best. We think we have a lot of experience, we've seen it all, but the generation where we are now is quite different. Things are highly unpredictable. You cannot boast of what's going to be happening in 2022 right now, except God give you the foresight and you see the vision. So it's going to be very, very disastrous for any parent to want to be like, okay, this is what I want my son or daughter to be. and you want to force them to be that way because of your experience or what you know or what you think is best for them. Because the trade or the occupation or the career that probably will be selling tomorrow is probably not existing right now. It's probably not existed right now, right? And if you look at the kind of career that is selling now, the kind of money making occupation now, there are some of it that in the past 20, 30 years, it probably doesn't make sense when somebody mentioned it, right? So that's kind of how dynamic the earth is, the universe is right now. And we just have to be able to pay attention to those kids and just let them follow what they want to do. Of course, it doesn't mean that what interests them is not already existing. But the point that I'm stressing is that whatever is fun to them, whatever is easier for them, whatever interests them, that's probably what we attract their passion, and that's probably what we drive them, right? And regardless of what your occupation is or what you focus on or what career anyone chooses, right? If you are able to go extra mile, if you're able to put your best into it, you are definitely going to excel in it. So it doesn't matter whether it's music, whether it's hospitality, whether it's tailoring, sewing, whether it's shoemaking, whether it's even videography. You know, there's somebody on YouTube, on Facebook that I've been following a while. All he does is look for some event or some live experiences, do a video of it. They hack some of it out of some live lessons, and they post it, and people look at it, they like it, they give thumbs up, and he get paid for that. That's what he does to make a living, to take care of his family. Just posting video on YouTube or Facebook. That's a job. Does that make sense? In the last 10 years, it probably doesn't make no sense, right?
Yeah.
So that's just my own part of the topic of discussion.
Mr. Ojo, you're in the military, Mr.
Yes.
Mr. Ojo, you're in the, not cutting you off. Okay, Mr. Ojo, you're in the military. Remind me of my daughter, because she told me, Mommy, and I didn't believe her. She said, Mommy, I want to travel the world. I say, what? You're joking. No, I didn't believe her. She was very, very serious. She said me, Mommy, I joined the Marines. I said, no, you are a student. So you could get scholarships to be a doctor, anything you want to be in the United States. She said, no, that's not me. I want to join the Marines. I said, what? And I was like in shock. I said, no, that's not you. She said, yes, that's me. I want to travel the world. This is what I want to do. And I tried so hard to stop her because I didn't want her to go to any war at the time. But she joined, and she left. She went all over the world. She fight in Afghanistan. She been Korea. I mean, she been in the military now for 17 years in the Marines.
Wow.
And I always pray and hope the best for her, you know. I mean, I didn't want her, but that's what she wanted to do.
3 more years to go for her?
She'll be retiring in a few more years. Yeah, she'll be out, yes. But that's not something that I foresee. I didn't want her to go into the military, but that's her choice, you know. And her friends told her in high school, what? They were shocked when she told them she wanted to join the U.S. military. I am myself up to this day, I'm still baffled, you know, but hey, she's grown and there's nothing that I can do about it. But hey, she went all over the world, Japan several times, you know, she traveled the world. So that's her. That's what she said she wanted to do. So I couldn't stop her. So
you see that the example you just gave now is a very good one, because you allowed her to be who she actually wants to be. And that is fulfillment for her. I'm using this opportunity to talk to every parent, especially our African parents that always like to be in charge of everything about our children. Please let our children choose what they really actually wants to do. Before we continue, I quickly want to appreciate someone sent this package to us. I want to appreciate Sweet 16, Madam Sweet 16. She sent this package to us on the delivery of our baby. She sent so many other things. There will be a video dedicated to what she sent to us.
That's
She sent
good.
a whole. She sent
Wow,
a whole
that's
lot.
nice.
She sent a whole lot. This is not. This is not all. I'm already working on a video that will. She sent this beautiful. You can imagine this beautiful card for our baby boy. So she sent
Oh, that's
a lot.
nice. Oh, nice.
She sent. In short, I can't. Is a full video that I will use to showcase what she sent to us. But Elijah Alice, I don't know if you can listen, if you can hear us. Can we hear you? Okay. Elijah Alice, in case you are watching, she also sent this to us that we should send it over to you. Because let me tell you a little bit
Solar
about
charger. Wow, that's great.
exactly solar charger for Elijah Alice, because she discovered that Sweet 16 discovered that Elijah Alice, whenever she tries to join our live stream, because she's one of the African youth that we are supporting in the Tik village of Edo State. So there is no light there. They usually do not, there is no light in that village. So she said that she wants to be seeing your face whenever you are joining us on live stream, that she wants to be seeing your face. And as such, she sent this solar charger. This is a solar charger that she sent to us alongside.
Great, that's nice.
Elijah Alice is the lady that makes bags. She makes bags in the village that we have been
I
supporting.
saw her here, but I'm not seeing her online.
She's, it's a village.
Her name here, but I'm not seeing her.
Yeah, it's a village, so there is poor
Her
network.
name is coming up, is off and on, but I can't see her face.
So Elijah Alice, I want to believe that you are seeing this. This is your brand new charger, solar panel charger. So we are going to send this to you this week. We were so busy. We were so busy this last week, so we're not able to send it. We pray that God will help us that this week we'll send it over to you. And once you receive this, okay, let me quickly add that up. Elijah Alice. Hello, Elijah Alice.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Did you hear what I just said? Someone sent this gift to you. Yes, somebody sent this gift to you.
No, sir.
Can you hear me? I have a package from Austria to you. Someone sent this solar panel charger. Solar charger to you.
Thank you, sir.
That we should send to you, that they want you, whenever you join us on live stream like this, they want to always see your face. Huh? Can you hear me? Oh my God, that's a very. She's usually having terrible network from the village there, so I hope that
she's trying to get on. I'm seeing she's trying to connect. Yeah, she has a dial-up coming in, but for some reason it's not connecting.
Exactly. So with that being said, today's vlog is not actually going to be a very long one, but looking at this topic that we are discussing about today, that be what you want to be. Our is part of our slogan, or is part of our dream in Cetro's foundation, that we want all African youth to actually come in to become what they want to be, irrespective of whether their parents are poor or their parents are not there to cater for their needs. And that is why this last week we've been working a lot on getting our training center fixed up. And I want to believe that Madam Claudia, you've seen this. I want to believe that you saw this video
Yes.
about our.
Yes, and I saw Mr. Yes, studio. I saw Mr.
You saw who?
Diwa, Mr. The dad for
Mr.
the
Giwa.
four Fantastic Four. Mr.
Yes.
What's his name? Daiwa? Giwa.
Giwa.
Yes, I saw him helping.
Yes.
It was so great. Yes, so nice. Congratulations.
Okay.
He's shy. This is his first time in front of the camera.
Yeah. Dr. Ojo,
Yes, sir.
you need to see the joy on the faces of these youths when they got there. They were washing everywhere. As in, they were so happy looking at the foundation training center. They were washing the toilet and they were happily washing it. They were so glad that at last they could see that everything is coming into focus, and they extend their regards to every one of us. Like this particular guy that is showing here, he is coming in to learn photography and videography. And this particular lady that you are seeing here, they are two sisters. She and her sister, they are coming in as a paying student because they are not from a poor background, so they are going to pay for their training. So, and we intend to you remember this last boy, the smallest boy amidst them? This is the boy we spent.
That's the photographer, right?
Yes, that we spent 150,000 naira to train in photography. So, but the good thing now is that he's coming in to come and learn advanced photography from the hub. Instead of paying that huge amount out, now we can train him in-house. That's the beauty of having this hub, because for just 3 months that he did with the photo studio that we send him to, we paid 150,000 naira, which is almost about how much is that? About $350 then or so. So, but now we thank God that these youths, they are going to be trained right in our hub. We don't need to pay such heavy amount. Instead, what we just need is to pay their trainers, and their trainers can do the tidy job, and we can train more people also. Then we're also working on virtual training. But if we, in that video, I also try to showcase the areas of needs that are still pending. The kitchen section, that's the catering. From going through all the departments, the only department that we can say that we have at least some couple of training equipment is the fashion. And that's because we are fashion designers. These are our machines that we have at home that we brought in here. So that is giving the fashion department is giving it a leverage, because for now we can still make do with all these machines, but we still need more manual machines, because as more youth comes in, we need more manual machines. The industrial machines might be too heavy for training purposes. I hope I'm clear, sir.
Yes.
Okay, because the apartment, we are going to be using prepaid card for electricity, and as such, if you have all these heavy industrial machines, they consume electricity a lot. But why we still need to have it there is because there might be some eyebrow jobs that we need to design, so we can use that for it, so that the foundation can also make some money. Okay, so presently, our kitchen section, there is virtually nothing there, and our launching period is around the corner. 4th of September is our launching period. This the salon. The salon is still very very naked. This is the salon. This is where we have to have the barbing salon and hairdressing salon for female. But as you can see, the only thing we have there is the window blind. Everywhere is still just very very empty. So we are hoping for people to support us to get all the necessary training equipment there. This is the neighborhood of the training hub. So is okay, let me the kitchen section. We need so many things. We need gas cooker, we need a whole lot that we have listed out. So we are still soliciting for more support from each and every one of us. So, Dr. Ojo, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. So, I don't know why.
So
What's it called? Jim Barak is not online now. But let me quickly appreciate all those that have supported us so far. All those that have supported us so far. Dr. Ojo, we appreciate you, your contribution to support us through the GoFundMe, which is something worthy of note. We really appreciate you for your support. We thank you for what we saw from you. Then we have a whole lot of persons. Madam Claudia also has been part of those supporting us. We appreciate you. um Jim Barak has also supported us. Whoa. So okay, Jim is here. Okay. Okay, sorry, I'm in the car. Okay. Jim is saying that sorry is in the car. Okay, so Jim, we are waiting for you. Um just like as I was saying, the the photography and videography section, the only thing we have there is our photo camera, which last week I told you that we've gotten um, a lens for photography, for portrait photography and the like. Then we have one permanent light to be fixed. Presently, we need photography studio lights. So there are so many things that we did, and we have just like between now and between now and 4th of September is just like barely 3 weeks. We have like barely 3 weeks to go, and
Sister
I
Cho,
hope
can you hear
that
me?
very well.
Sister
I
Cho,
can hear
can you
you.
hear me?
Yes,
Okay, I'm
please.
back.
I can.
Okay, I had to. Yes, there's some issues with my connection, but I'm back.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So, like what we are just saying is that we want everybody to keep on sharing what we need. What we actually need is for people to be sharing information about the channel, to share information about our GoFundMe link. We need to share so that we can get more support on our GoFundMe. So far, from the GoFundMe $10,000 budget that we are looking for, we've gotten $630, and we are so grateful for those of us that have helped us this far. It's something. the $630 is really, really a good move. We so much appreciate, but we still have a long way to go, and our training is just barely 3 weeks to come. So I want us to share our GoFundMe link to organizations that can be of help, individuals that can be of help, family members that can be of help, everywhere and anywhere that we know that they can be able to support us so that we can actually actualize the dream of this our African youth. And I tell you, is a great one. Okay, so Dr. Ojo.
Yes, you've done good job, sir, and everybody too that have supported us. I was not going to put anything on the GoFundMe page because I can send it direct, but leaders set the pace, so we had to lead
Yes.
by example, so everybody can also see that we are not just doing the talking, we're actually doing the action is
Yeah.
needed from every one of us. And like he has rightly said, we need to share the page, we need to tell people about it. For me, I linked the GoFundMe page to my Facebook, which I've been using since 2007. So a lot of people over there in Nigeria, over in America, and all the rest of it are seeing it. So every time I post an update, it goes straight to them. It goes straight to my Facebook. So we can also do the same. We can can copy the link, send it as a text message, email it, post it on our wall, post it on our status, on our Instagram, LinkedIn, and the likes, to just let people be aware of the great things that Cetro Foundation is doing. Of course, it's not everybody that will turn up at the same time, but that's not even our own job. Our job is just to share the links. The people will make their decision at their own time, at their own convenience, when they are convinced or when they are, touched by God or whatever. So we just have to do our own part. So to get the words out there. So, and like we have said, $1, $2 is going to actually go a long way, because when we do the exchange rate, it's actually substantial to take care of little things over there where those youths are. So I'm proud of the youth that went to go do the cleaning. I watched the video. I posted it on the GoFundMe page, the 3 videos, the before, the after, and when they were doing the cleaning and when they were putting the equipment in the foundation center. So those are great things. Those are good examples of things that we want to see from the youth as well, so that they can further motivate those that God is using to sponsor them. So that's a good move there. And I think that's just going to be the beginning. So we should also continue to look at how we're going to do the training for the youth, other than the actual training, like the leadership aspect of their training, which can be done virtually. I can take charge of that whenever the opportunity comes, when the youth can be present, and you can have some kind of leadership training, because they need that as well with their skill that they are learning. So we can put that one down too. And also, I think I believe the Cetro are the one handling the training of an aspect that has to do with fashion designing and stuff like that. So what about the other aspects? Who are the train? Who is the trainer for the photography, for the barbing, for the what's it called? The food department, catering department, and the someone. So we're talking about somebody interested in learning tiling and stuff like that. So because we would like to be a good thing to hear the testimony of the trainers, of what their experience is about the foundation, about the youth that they are training from in the beginning, and maybe towards the middle and towards the end. Those testimonies are good. there are true live story that we need to document, even if it's 2 minutes uh, per person or stuff like that. So it's not going to be too lengthy, but I think it's a good thing to know that okay, when these youth came to learn about catering, this is who she is, or who he is, or who he was, and at the end of it, this is who the person is. We need the testimony from the side of the trainee, the student, and also from the trainer as well. So those are my own little suggestion of what we can pay attention to. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Mr. Sergio, we lost him. We lost Mr.
No, I'm here.
Sergio.
I think
I'm
Okay,
here.
he's back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, let me quickly respond to you,
Okay.
Dr. Joe.
Okay.
With respect to fashion, fashion is very broad. Fashion is very broad, and for fashion to be
It
interesting,
is.
only myself and my wife cannot handle fashion. Are you with me?
Okay.
So only myself
Yes.
and my wife cannot handle the training in fashion, especially as it is now that we also have so many other areas of the foundation to manage. So we are actually going to be working with some fashion trainers. So we need volunteer fashion designers.
Mhm.
We need people to volunteer, and we are also going to engage some permanent fashion staff that will be there to train in fashion.
That's great. Good.
Yes,
Love that.
because the youth need to be trained. There are some fashion designers that their job is specialized in finishing, proper finishing of garments and the likes. So we need somebody in that area. We need what's it called? Pattern cutters. We need pattern cutters. We need people that are experienced in pattern drafting and the likes. We need that aspect too. Then some other aspects also can now be taken care of by my wife and myself.
Thank you.
Some other aspects can be taken care of by my wife and
Okay.
myself. So that the training becomes more interesting, because by the time you have different trainers coming to handle different segments. Okay, that's that about fashion. Then about photography. And let me be honest with you, I might not even be available. I might not be that available to train in fashion, because fashion is a whole work. It's a whole work. So for the male fashion, we might be getting the service of someone who might be employing a male fashion designer to come and train in male fashion. We are already working towards engaging a particular person, a particular trainer for male fashion. Now, the aspect that I know that I would love to be fully involved, so that I don't get to overstress myself. The aspect that I know that I'll be very, very much involved is the aspect that I've not seen much people physically that can withstand my stamina when it comes to video editing. When it comes to video editing, I really want to pour in my knowledge into these youth so that they can be very good at video editing. And mind you, the video editing training is such that I'm also going to be doing what's it called? I'm also going to be preparing videos, online trainings on how to edit video for some of these of our youth that are not going to be physically present at the location. So that will also take much of my time. Then drama. because there are some youth that are coming in to learn movie making, short movie making, and the likes. I'm also going to be in charge of that. Um, Photography. I'm going to take some part of the training in photography, and I've also gotten 3 experts in photography that will be coming in to train in photography. Um, okay, in different section of photography. One of them is a master in portrait photography. Another one is good at editing portraitures. Uh, uh, what's it called? Editing. Another one is good at event photography and the likes, because we have different areas of photography, so that these youth can be molded properly accordingly. Then um, the the other section, which is the catering section, where we have a little challenge in the catering section is that we were planning on using Chioma. I don't know if you still remember the story of Chioma, the lady that lost her husband, that we came in and paid for her training in catering. We are planning in we are planning on using Chioma, but the challenge is that Chioma lives in at a far distance. Where she stays is very far to where the foundation is. And as such, if we are to engage her, we might need to pay a little bit more, so that she can so that she can foot her home bills also, and be able to commute herself to the venue uh 6 times in a week, because it's Monday to Saturday that we're going to be working. So that's that. So if that of Chioma doesn't work out, we also need to engage the services of a professional caterer that will be there. Okay. Um, the barbing salon and the hairdressing section. Thank God we have this wonderful lady that is coming all the way from is it from a village in Ibadan. She even sent me a video. She sent me a video yesterday on some of our latest hair designs that she's making. Maybe in the course of this discussion, I'll look for the video and play it for us to see. So the lady from Ibadan, I want to believe that she's going to be the head, for now, tentative head of that unit for the hair salon. Then we have 2 male barbers that we have trained in Makoko, but the challenge with that also is location, because presently we don't have where these youths are going to sleep. So they will probably be coming from their home. Had it been that we have enough, we would have been able to create an hostel, at least for the period of the 3 weeks that they're going to spend. But we can't rush all these things. I believe in step by step. I know that by the time we get the foundation running, very soon we'll be able to get accommodation within the estate where they can have the female hostel and they can have the male hostel. So that when these youths come, it will just be like a camping program. They will stay all through. Once it's night, they will retire to their hostel. And with that, we get whatever knowledge we want to pass across to them. So it becomes more easy. So all these are the kind of thoughts that are running through my brain. Sometimes I just like, let me sleep so that I don't come and overuse my brain. So, but I believe that everything is going to work fine. So if you have further questions, I'm up.
So those that are going to be on permanent, they are going to be on salary, correct?
They are going to be on salary, but
Okay.
they're going to be on salary, But what I also want to make is that when you say salary, I don't intend to place anybody on salary. I want it to be that per youth that you are training, that's how much we are going to pay you.
I don't get that.
If we have, okay, say this, if you are training a
Oh, okay,
single
okay.
youth, this is how much you are going to get. So before you come, we would have told you we have XY number of youths. This is how much we are going to pay per youth. So you collect the money that this is how much we are going to pay you for training X Y number of youths. So it's per head we are going to pay. So with that, we don't get ourselves into heart attack running for salary. I don't want to
Yeah,
run on
that's what I'm going with.
Yeah. I
That's
don't
what
want to run on
yeah,
salary.
okay. That makes sense.
Yes.
That makes sense. Yeah, so it's good that the plans are in place and documented. It
Yeah.
will a lot of things will not kick off at the same time, but it's more will unfold as time goes. So
Yes.
and everybody's listening to see where we are and what's going on, and wherever God wants individual to help and support. We just have to keep supporting and not give up until something great happen. And whether we like it or not, in the nearest future, the foundation will be able to stand on its own and not dependent on funding anymore. Even then, funding will be coming, but it should just be to supplement and to make it even function and run better. That's what I believe. So that's good. That's good. That's good.
So, Madam Claudia, do you have any question? You need to unmute yourself. You need to unmute yourself. We can't hear you. I think you have a technical challenge. You might need to relog in. Okay. Till when we can hear Madam Claudia there. So, Dr. Ojo,
Yes, sir.
oh, we have, my goodness, we have Game Amp Me. You know Newbie Me. Okay.
I can't remember
Let
her
me
face
invite.
though, but I know the name. Is that her?
Okay. Yes, she's the one. Very
Okay.
early this morning we had the meeting together. So Newbie Me, kindly click on this link. We want you to join the stream so that we can discuss further. So sorry that we couldn't conclude before this went off this morning. So basically, what we need from everyone that is coming across this video is your support, and your support can just be forwarding our GoFundMe page to, oh, we have no me. Everywhere is going to charge up now because when she comes in, she comes with enough energy. No me introduce.
That is too much energy there. I'm just kidding. I am just happy. Can you hear
Message.
me?
Oh, you're back.
Very well, very well.
Can you guys hear me?
Can you
I'm
hear me?
just happy to be
Perfect.
on. I'm just
Yeah.
happy to be on. So I'm just gonna chill out, relax. I'm home with the family. I didn't miss church today. Thank you, God. Thank you, Yahweh. So I'm super excited to hear what today's show's about. And it's wonderful to see you, Miss Claudia. What a blessing. You'll see me in a
Thank you,
minute. I'm just
Miss
getting myself
Newbean.
together.
How have you been doing? I haven't seen you for a while. How have you been doing?
Just been super busy, just trying to get it together with our little organization's fundraising, and then oversleeping, to be honest. Just been up all night, and then
I went
go to
to
bed.
bed.
Go ahead,
Yes, I went
sister.
to
Go
bed 3
ahead.
o'clock last night. I'm talking to you and I'm sleepy. So when I'm off, I'm going to have a next 3 hour rest. I've been working late last night. I am tired and sleepy, but I'm still going.
Oh,
So
It's
you know
nice
what's
having
happened
you
to me
on
the
board.
last couple weeks. That's what's happened to me the last couple weeks. I've been up since 4 or 5, and then I pass out, and then I wake up and I'm
Man.
like, oh, I missed the show. I missed the Cetros.
Oh, gum. Uh, but it's
But
nice
I
okay.
hearing
love
from
what's
you.
happening. Thank you. It's great
Yeah.
seeing you too. I'm gonna get myself up and ready. You guys gonna see my face soon. But like I seriously just had like I got Central show. Set my alarm.
Oh,
So I love you
boy.
guys. And
Yes.
Dr. Ocho, it's
Okay.
good to see you
We
too.
can see
You're
your
great.
face.
You
Yeah,
will.
Okay.
love
I
you
was like, I
too.
little woke up. I woke up like I was late for
Oh,
school,
okay.
so I gotta get myself together. I was like,
Uh,
Centrals. Okay.
Madam
All right, take
Claudia,
care.
I want you to adjust your
Yeah.
camera. We want to see your face.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Oh my gosh. Okay. That's it now.
Okay, better.
Okay.
Wow. So,
Okay. Okay.
now
Okay.
that
Mr. Satchel, I
yes,
was
ma'am.
asking you a question before I got disconnected. Are there any use that is paying a fee for any of training?
Do I do
Can you
what?
hear me?
Repeat the question, please.
Okay. Are there any youths that is paying a fee for any of the training?
Yes. We have two youths that they've shown interest that they are going to pay for the training.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
They are going to pay.
Okay.
Their parents are waiting for us to start the training, which is next month,
Mm-hmm.
4th of September. They are waiting for us to launch the place before they will now pay, because they want to see the training equipment that we are going to use to train them. Like one of the youths, let me just show you. One of the youths wants to learn, is interested in catering, and this youth that is interested in catering,
Mm-hmm.
till we speak, the catering section, we don't have a single thing there. Are you with me?
Yes, I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you fine.
Okay. So
You are
the
muted. You are
the
mute. Okay. Go. Uh-huh.
one of the youths is coming in for catering, and the catering session, we need gas cooker, we need heat extractor, we need AC in the kitchen, because of the heat that is going to be generated with sizable number of youths in the kitchen with their trainer. We need kitchen utensils that will be used to train them and the likes. But as we speak, we don't have a single thing in that kitchen. The kitchen is beautiful though, but it's clean and empty. So, but we know that everything will work fine soonest. Okay. So the other lady, I'm trying to get their pictures or their video out. The sister is coming in for, I think she mentioned fashion designing. I think she mentioned
Mm-hmm.
fashion designing, and all thanks to the fact that in the fashion designing, we are fashion designers. We've been able to put machines there, and we moved. Uh, this last time we went there, we moved the table for cutting of clothing materials. We moved it there. So the carpenter should be coming to assemble the cutting table. Then we need to get irons. We need to get irons. What else do we need? We need dummies that will be in the tailoring. The tailoring section
Yeah.
does not require much because the major things that are okay. We also brought in board for the instructors to teach them on the whiteboard there. We just took all the equipment you are seeing from the fashion department. We supplied everything. We supplied everything there. So I think that's a plus to the foundation. So what's what we need now is that all the training equipment in other sections should be ready, because if we have all the training equipment and by the time we are launching on the 4th, I tell you, a whole lot of people are going to register their kids with us. As I'm talking of families that can afford, that can pay for the training of their youth. So from there, we'll be able to generate funds to take care of the foundation. Did I answer your question?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yes, you did. Perfect.
Okay. And
Okay.
the good thing is
Good,
that
good,
okay, okay, maybe I should just mention this. The good thing is that each of these youths, by the time they are also well trained and they know how to do this, their particular job, we can now retain them in the foundation to train subsequent youths that are going to be coming. Yes.
That
So
is very good. It's just the same thing as in schools or colleges. Some colleges, once you graduate, they want you to stay
yeah,
and teach.
exactly.
Yep. So that's good. That's very good.
Exactly. So
yes,
it's just the starting
Mr.
point.
Satchel, you look sleepy and I'm sleepy. Both of us eyes look like it's time to rest.
I've not been.
Late last night after 3. Then my phone was ringing.
Whoa.
Get up!
Whoa.
I gotta go to work because somebody's waiting on me, is calling me. So my husband is waking me up. Come on, you gotta get up. There's somebody on the phone. Oh God.
I've not been sleeping much.
I'm afraid.
I need some
afraid
sleep,
that's
so.
probably our fault. That's probably
You said?
our fault. Yes, that's probably our fault because he was on our live yesterday. We were on Zoom because it was a Haitian holiday, and I think you called really late, didn't you? I think he was like, "Whoa!" It started at like 8 California time, so it's probably our fault. We had him calling in early, so yeah. So,
but it was interesting.
But I just want to say it's beautiful what's happening.
Okay. the youth are just all over the place. They've been telling each other about the foundation. They've been posting, they came in with their phones. They've been snapping themselves and showcasing it to their friends. So it's really going to be a major work. It's really going to be a major work, and we are also excited about it. And we pray for more funds so that we can buy all that we need to buy and get it started. Okay?
Yep. Well, okay. We need to get that going because I'm watching the rooms and everything just needs to be rolling, but it takes everybody to get on board. Hey, Mr. Satchel, have you heard from Mr. Woody Meyer?
No, not yet. Not yet.
Oh, I told him to join live today. I sent him an email on Wednesday. I was trying to get him to join us live.
Okay.
I know there's a million people trying to get him to join live. Well, I guess I have to be really fortunate for him to get here. Oh man.
That would be interesting.
Okay.
That would be interesting. Yes, ma'am. Okay, so
Yeah.
with that being said, I just want us to put a
Mhm.
closing conclusion on our discussion today. Because it's already late. I don't think I've slept up to 3 hours today. Just slept for some few hours. So that, and tomorrow is another day. Like
Yeah.
last week, I went to the place to fumigate the place. I fumigated the training center so that we can be sure of where we are bringing in our people's children so that everything can be fine. So, in case you have an idea, you have training that you can support us with, that you can help train these youth in numerous crafts, we are open to all the support. We are open to financial support. We are open to moral support. We are open to training support. Whatever the training, just reach out to us. Whatever aspect of training that you can
Yep.
assist us with on, so that these children, this I said children, so that these youths can be well impacted, kindly let us know. So I want us to give our closing remark. Dr. Ojo,
Mhm.
what will be your closing remark?
Don't force uh, your thoughts or whatever you think is a good career on your children. Allow them to express themselves while you back them up in prayer and mentor them. So,
Good.
and the African youth should be bold to come up with their ideas and their creativity because that's what the world is waiting for.
Exactly. Exactly.
Thank you.
Thank you so thank you so much for that. Exactly. The world is
Okay.
waiting for the African youth, especially now that they are busy reducing the number of hours that people walk around. They are trying to make the whole world is changing, whether we like it or not. And as such, African youth needs to be more creative because it is creative ideas that are going to rule the world from this moment forward, not just some old practice by our grandma and grandpas. Okay, Madam Claudia, over to you.
Yep.
Your
Yes, you're
closing.
absolutely correct, Mr. Setro. The whole world is changing and will never be the same again. Never. It will never
Mm,
be the same again. Congratulations, and you have done so good in getting the
Amen.
youths ready for
Amen.
training. I'm so happy at what I'm seeing. May God continue
wow.
to bless you and family and everyone,
Amen.
Mr. Ojo,
Amen.
everyone for helping Tetra Foundation. And I hope I can give more. I want to give more. When I
No
have,
problem.
I'm going to give.
God
And
will
hopefully I can
provide.
share amount all the give. Really got to push it some more. I've been so busy, I need to get more on board towards
Yeah.
pushing to get help for the youths. I'm really going to make an effort to do it.
Wow.
But
Thank you so very much, ma'am.
yes,
Thank you
anytime
so
you
very
need
much.
help on board with the fashion designing, call on me. Maybe I can do something
Okay.
online.
Wow,
Yes,
that will
yes,
be fine. That will
yes.
be fantastic. That will be
Okay.
fantastic.
Bye
I really
now.
appreciate that. That will be
Oh, new
fantastic.
bean is here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Nubi, me, over to you. Your closing remark.
Okay.
Um, it is shake. So forgive me if there's any. I'm just happy, overjoyed that I made it. But what I'm really happy is that these youth just look so
Oh,
fulfilled. They look so excited, and that's what gave me joy. And you look like you were super enjoying that food. That gave me joy. But I'm really
wow.
glad all this is going to be beautiful. Slowly, steady, we
Wow.
continue. You're making it happen. I want to thank the parents out there who's able to pay to set off that price. So we want to thank the parents who are able to pay, the students who are able to pay, because they're going to help the balance out for those who don't. So I think all the ones who are participating, all the families who trust,
Yeah.
and all the future teachers who's going to be on the online Setros Foundation curriculum right now. But I'm super excited. It was so beautiful to see the Fantastic Four's father helping and cleaning. And you said he's a singer, so we're going to have a record before you know it. He's going to have to be on Setros track, you know what I mean? One of our songs. So Miss Claudia, Dr. Ojo, it was great.
So funny.
I made it. I'm going to set my alarm next time. Set my alarm. You know? Try to go to bed at 3, not at 6, you know? So just much love what you guys are doing. And please tell Joke I miss her. I love her. And I thank her for the stories that she's doing, the post-pregnancy stories. And we're so happy that she's healthy. And those videos have come out. So I have to commend you guys that you guys were still taking care of business, but holding the video for the right release, you know, when the baby came, you know what I mean? So thank you. Thank you. And here with you, my sister, she's going to be part of the program. No worries. My little baby sister. I'm the old, so I can tell her what to do still. Kidding.
Wow.
So blessed love. Thank you. Look forward to September 4th. And then we'll have a conversation on how our organization will be assisting. Give thanks.
Wow.
Blessed love.
Wow. Thank you so very much.
Blessing, my sister. Blessing. Take care, everyone. Mr. Sergio, go and get some rest. I need a few hours rest, and then I'll be back to work. I work.
Okay, bye-bye.
So, okay.
See you
bye,
next
everyone.
Sunday.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay,
Yeah.
bye.
Bye, everybody.
Okay,
Bye.
Bye, Muke, bye.
Does the beautiful, magnificent view that is sighted somewhere in the western part of Nigeria in Africa.